Wildlife never ceases to amaze. Predators are honing new hunting techniques, and prey are finding more and more new ways to resist this food injustice. In this issue, you will see the most breathtaking footage of hunting and confrontation of wild animals. And we will start with a video that will show all the injustice of wildlife in the best possible way. The cheetah got himself a large antelope for lunch, and without wasting time began to eat. Many vultures gathered to watch his dinner, expecting that they would get the scraps and bones, but the predatory cat does not really like such close attention, so she has to periodically disperse the annoying birds. At some point, the cheetah abruptly abandoned its prey and took off running. As it turned out later, the cheetah noticed the approach of the lion in advance and realized that it was worth running. The vultures did not even have time to rejoice at such a gift, as they were dispersed by a lion, taking someone else's prey. The cheetah is the fastest land animal. To catch an antelope, he has to demonstrate the wonders of tightrope walking. The cheetah is a sprinter. In just 3 to 4 seconds, it can reach speeds of up to 90 kilometers per hour. But to keep the pace of the chase, the animal in a state of no more than 20 seconds. The cheetah uses a special tactic. In a jump, it knocks the impala to the ground and plunges its teeth into its throat. If the prey cannot be overtaken in the first hundreds of meters, the predator stops the pursuit. In these frames, a cheetah grabbed an oryx antelope cub, but the mother arrived in time to help and was able to recapture the baby. Further, the incredible story of the meeting of a leopard and a baboon. This story began quite standardly. The predator caught and killed its prey, but the most amazing thing happened next. Starting to eat, the leopard found a helpless baby in the folds of a dead baboon. It would seem that he is a predator in Africa, and it doesn't matter to him who to kill, but the leopard behaved very unusually. He did not touch the baby, and even looked after him for some time. He raised him up a tree so that other predators before him did not get there and showed care not characteristic of a predatory cat in relation to a potential victim. How long this idyll lasted, history is silent. Three lions knocked down a young antelope without much effort. Predators did not even feel her resistance, and therefore lost their hunting enthusiasm and were distracted by the approaching hyenas. The antelope felt that this was her chance, jumped up, but could not run away. The lions took all their strength, seriously injured and damaged the tendons. Further, interesting shots of the collective hunting of wild dogs for antelopes. Predators use their favorite strategy. They surround the chosen target in a friendly flock and push it away from the main herd, forcing them to flee in a different direction. Further, the dogs at full speed grab the victim by the hooves, forcing them to stop. Realizing their mistake, the antelope is forced to look after the departing herd, in which no one noticed its loss. Hyena-like dogs and hyenas live in numerous packs, side by side, and do not risk attacking each other. But if one of the pack is alone, the neighbors competing for food will not leave the loner without attention. And this is what happened in these frames. Hyena, having moved away from her relatives, was severely attacked by dogs, but she still managed to break free and run away. Here is another similar example. The hyena decided to hunt alone, but she failed to save her trophy. A flock of dogs with their attacks from all sides forced her to retreat and leave her prey. And here you see how a pair of brave hyenas tried to take food from a pack of hyena dogs. The hyenas quickly realized that this was a bad idea, and now the main task is how not to become food themselves. Fortunately for them, they still managed to fight back and escape. Further, rather sad shots. An antelope with a newborn baby noticed the approach of a warthog. It would seem that there is no reason to worry, because this boar was tired of constantly running away from predators. the adult antelope could not overcome its innate caution and prudently stepped aside. The warthog showed no interest in the calf and moved on. But at some point, the baby himself began to approach the warthog, confusing him with an antelope and provoked him to aggression. The antelope did not dare to approach, watching what was happening from the side. Further, wild dogs against the deer, predators drove the ungulate into the water, but did not wait until the deer deigned to go ashore, and such an expectation may not give results, because the deer can be devoured by a crocodile, and therefore the dogs decide to attack it right in the water. The deer could not resist for a long time, and the dogs pulled him out of the water. Another graceful hunter demonstrated incredible dexterity. A jaguar from a high bank noticed a caiman in the water, and in a spectacular jump fell right on his head. The jaguar, without much difficulty, grabbed the caiman by the head and pulled the prey from itself the size of a steep bank for a further meal. The next case from an eyewitness from Canada, he managed to film a cougar hunting a deer. A predator knocked the victim to the ground, grabbed her throat, and only when the victim stopped showing signs of life, the cougar drew attention to the operator. "You can read in her eyes, so what are you going to stand and shoot, or should I come closer?" More shots of the cougar hunting. This time the predator chose a relative of the guanaco camel to attack. No matter how the cougar tried to knock the guanaco to the ground, it didn't work. At some point even the adult cubs of this cougar tried to connect to the mother's help, but this didn't help. The animal is too strong and desperately resists, not wanting to give up. As a result, the cougars abandoned this idea. The guanaco escaped this time, and the cougar now needs time to heal its wounds. Further, the python against a small alligator. The python attacked the crocodile and immediately wrapped itself around it, quickly strangled it and began to absorb it, opening its huge mouth. The snake swallows an almost 2-meter crocodile. After such a meal, the python cannot think about food for a couple of months. Lions are not very good sprinters, and they are not ready for long runs when hunting. Therefore, faster and more agile antelopes often evade the pursuit of lions. This lioness frightened the antelope and set off in pursuit. The antelope easily breaks away from the pursuit, but one fateful moment completely changed this situation. The antelope stumbled, jumping over the ravine, which allowed the lioness to overtake and grab her prey. In these frames, the lions have surrounded the buffalo, and they are picking up the moment to attack so as not to get caught by the sharp horns. The buffalo tried to the last to keep predators away, but the numerical superiority of the lions played a role. The lions attacked in unison from behind, bypassing the buffalo's weapons and knocked him to the ground. He no longer poses a threat. Well, in the end, lions against buffaloes are the most common confrontation in hot Africa. Having defeated a bull, the lions will have enough meat for a large group, but this hunt is not easy and often the lions risk serious injury in this fight. It is this confrontation that can demonstrate all the power and strength of lions, because it is much more difficult to fill up a formidable bull than to hunt impala antelopes or warthogs. Well, that's all for today. Write in the comments what moment or confrontation from this video surprised you the most. Support the video with likes and thanks for subscribing, and we went to prepare a new video for you.